and welcome back to Carefree Caravanning. I'm Michelle and this is my husband
Keith.
Okay, we're going to continue with part 2 of our introduction now. If you haven't seen part 1 then you may want to watch that first, but we will carry on with part 2 and finish telling our story. Okay.
We started the ball rolling with the booking holidays. Going back to the day we saw her, we've put a deposit down, and Alistair at Oxford Caravans was so understanding, and he's basically said, look, you know, caravans are nowadays are stolen to order, you've got no chance of getting it back. And on our caravan it did have the locks, which, as I said, we'll go on to in more detail on another video. But if they want it, they'll take it, and they did in our case. So we put a deposit down on Alistair, with Alistair, for the one we saw. It's a 2018 model. It's the last of the 2018 models. We looked at 2019 models, and the fact that they had one there that's brand new, ready to go, we wanted that one. We saved about £3,000. I think we saved just over £3,000 on buying a 2019 model. And couldn't see a massive difference between the two, apart from maybe a DAB radio in 2019. Yeah. But you can buy a DAB radio for £100 at Halfords or less. So I'll probably upgrade that, which we'll do a video about. So we spoke to Alistair. He was absolutely fine. We put a small deposit down on the understanding if there was any issue with the insurance, then he would return our deposit. And
found another storage site, which
so we
really secure.
So that was the first thing. The second thing is we had to do was obviously find another storage site, because with the insurance company, one of the questions I have asked along the journey of the claim is, you know, would they be happy to insure me again, because obviously they have the total loss, albeit it wasn't anything, it wasn't our fault, and they were absolutely yes, with a couple of stipulations. One main one being that it cannot go in that storage site again. They won't insure it. Anyway. They wouldn't insure it again. The storage site, without naming names, is very local to us. It was so handy for us because, as I said,
like 10 minutes down the road. So
I used to go in literally every weekend. It's a bit like a hobby as well. So I'd go in, I'd have a little look around, make sure there's no water and everything's fine, and it was just a great thing to do. Yeah, give a little clean up inside. But the storage site, it had it all. It's still being advertised as 24-hour video surveillance and
Casoa Gold recommended.
It is, yeah. It's a Casoa Gold star, and it's a joke. It's a joke. I mean, many times since when I've been past there, because it's on my way to work, the gate's still open. The gates have been open. It's one key to open the gate. Everybody's got the same key. It was
careful. So do your research on where you're storing your caravan.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, what we've gained out of this, and it is the fact that nothing is secure.
But on a positive note, caravanning is a carefree experience, as in the title of our channel, and we want to share our carefree, happy, wonderful experiences with you, tell you all about our trips, give you advice. Keith is going to tell you all about things that you want to know.
Yeah, we'll do what we can. I mean, look, we've only been in it, as we said, we've only been in it for about 2.5 years. We want to share our experiences. I'm not an expert. However, we'll give you, I'll show you our tips and tricks along the way. Why we do things. I mean, silly things that are very, very easy to do, and save a bit of time.
Well, you might think they're silly and easy, but other people may
just want to
be puzzling about it. And we want to help everyone. I mean, caravanning isn't just for the experienced people who are out there and know it. It's for new people who are starting off and they haven't got a clue, and they want to know information just to help them, to give them a bit of confidence, and that's what we want to help you with.
when we a very quick story, when we first got our first caravan, the Eccles, we went to was it Billing Aquadrome, which we thought it wasn't a holiday booked. It's when we picked up the caravan. I think we had a holiday booked which was about 5 weeks away, and Michelle one morning said, "Oh, we've got to go away.
Let's go.
We've got to go away and, as other people say, push the buttons of the caravan and see the heating, etc., etc. So we went off and went to Billing Aquadrome.
Yeah.
I think we went for a long weekend, a Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite late by the time we left. It was about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and Billing Aquadrome, where we were, was by the lake, and you learn things. I mean, this you'll get over time for the inexperienced people.
Well, you only do it once, and then you
you make mistakes, but you tend to learn from them. And we set the caravan up, and we did really well, didn't we? We got it all levelled and all plugged in, and all the water sorted out. And everything was working perfectly, and we had the door wide open.
I was quite pleased. We looked quite competent.
It was a hot night as well, yeah. It was a really hot evening by the river. We didn't have an awning at that time.
Getting dark, so all the windows were open, all the lights were on inside.
It was a fantastic night, and we were really in our element. This is the life. At about 11, maybe half 11, we'd had a few drinks as well. We went inside the caravan and looked up, and the white roof of the caravan was moving with midges and flies and insects. Yeah. Oh Lord!
Didn't realise about fly screens.
No one really told us about the fly screen on the door, the fly screen on the windows. We had all the windows open. Yeah. So then...
So I was going around trying to squidge all these flies and shoo them away, and he was...
Michelle's got the... So yeah, but then Michelle's got the water running as she's wiping the mess she's making, getting rid of all the flies. And then about half an hour later, we'd got rid of 80% of them. Yeah. And I thought, oh, that'll do. And then we ran out of water. And I remember looking in the manual thinking, like, well, it can't be empty because I've just filled a 40-litre Aquaroll. And sure enough, it was empty, and this place was pitch black at night. So I then had to walk across all the fields with this watering, with the Aquaroll. It was a nightmare. And when you buy an... Again, things you just you don't told when you're bought.
Is that because you just filled up and it went all through the central heating?
No, it didn't take. No, it wasn't central heating. It just you left the tap running.
Oh,
while you were doing it.
Right.
But I mean, the little things. I even like the Aquaroll. When you buy an Aquaroll, they come with a plastic pipe. Now, I didn't know what that plastic pipe was. Genuinely, no one told me. I didn't know. So when I went to fill up at Billing Aquadrome, bear in mind it's 40 litres. The tap was probably my sort of up to about here, and I was having to lift this Aquaroll up to the tap because there was no pipe in it. I didn't know what the pipe was, and it was so. Then at 11:30 when I had to fill it up, I was not in a happy place because I had to lift this roll. It's pitch black. I've got water all over me. It's going all over the place. Then I'm rolling it back. I knew how to do that, and it was only I think the next day I saw someone with a pipe and his Aquaroll, and I said, well, what is the pipe for? Just it's to fill up the Aquaroll. Pipe goes on there, and I didn't know.
You fool.
Yeah, I was crazy. But you learn, these things are not taught. Well, they weren't. Nobody told us about them. So you learn. So
it's just little things like that. We want to share everything, all our experiences with you. And if you've got any questions at all, please feel free to pop them into the box at the bottom. And please like if you like what you're seeing, and also subscribe. And we look forward to sharing many more memories with you. Okay?
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video. And as I said, the next one's going to be a little bit more in depth about the theft of the caravan and the claim, and from start right the way through to finish. And we'll just explain to you what happened along the way, just to share it with you. And
also we will be covering our trip next.
We'll do that one as well. The first trip away.
Yeah.
We'll actually
when we go to the NEC.
We're actually collecting the new caravan a week today because today's Saturday, so we're collecting it a week today.
We'll show you.
So we'll do a little bit of video, not too much because we're going to be so excited, and we're going to be under time pressure as well. Oh, I don't sleep now anyway. Thank you so much, very much. Thank you very much indeed for watching.
Okay, thank you, and we will speak to you very soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.